Okay, so recently we talked about mental tough people. Okay, so what is the main difference between mental tough people and weak peoples,
Okay.
and the what qualities of mental tough peoples?
Okay. Good question, Zen. Zen, in my research that I've been doing, I found, there's a book called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, Seven Habits of Highly Effective Team. So I found top seven habits of those mentally tough people as well.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, they are, there's not in an order, but they are most commonly known. For example, the first habit, that the biggest one I would suggest that you will find in mentally tough people is they're flexible, which means they have a freedom of choice. They, which means that if they're stuck in a situation where they don't know what to do, they will not feel, oh, what do I do now?
Mhm.
They're not lost. They always have a plan B.
Okay.
And if plan B doesn't work, they have a plan C, right? So they are flexible. They don't end up at dead ends.
Hmm.
They always have an exit route ready for them. Even they don't mind losing small battles to win a bigger war. If they have to lose small battles,
Hmm.
they will do it. That's what flexibility is. For example, if you take it in the context of a game, football is a classical example. You are almost at the end of the goal, you know, and all you have to do is shoot, but you have three players in front of you. What would you do? A back pass.
Hmm.
If you're not flexible, you're just like a bull. Boom. So you will kick the ball out of the ground, right? So they are flexible. This is one of the biggest qualities I've seen. Uh, and the other quality that number two quality which I would mention here is they are well aware of their abilities and limitations. They don't fancy or present themselves as I am the Superman. They know, they have belief in them, but they know that this is my limited ability. Whatever I have to do, I have to do within this limited ability. I'm a human, I'm not superhuman,
Hmm.
for example. Okay. Now there's another quality which is linked to this one, which is called self-awareness. That's what I said, that they know their limited abilities and they are aware of what paralyzes them, what motivates them, what challenges them, how can they handle change. So they know their strengths. Okay, so they know their limited abilities, they know their strengths, and they know how to, and they're flexible to switch between them when they need. Okay, then they don't get swayed or deterred by uncertainty, because they know one thing: their job is to give their best. Their job is not to produce the result. That result comes from God. From hard work you have put in, you will be rewarded. So they are determined to give their best, their 100%, but they also know that uncertainty is going to be their strength, not a showstopper. You know what? One more thing which I've mentioned earlier as well. You, me, everybody comes across disappointments, failures. First of all, failure, I want to define failure as one thing. Some events teach me a saying that one of my sayings that I use quote a lot. Some events teach me, and from some I learn. I've never failed in my life.
Hmm.
So they will see failure as an opportunity to learn. What better can I do rather than what should have I done? Okay. So oh my God, no. Oh God, great. Now how can I improve on it? Remember the example I quoted you of that player who contacted me, and she was like, I asked her, how could you make this shot better? The one that you, no, sir, I could have played straight bat. I would no. Your thought process first. What can you do? That shot, you got out, fine, we all know that. It's over. Now look at that shot, go back to your memory, bring that shot out, and now that bowler is going to ball the same ball. What can you do different now? Think in these lines. And she was like, oh, this is what I missed. So next match I'm gonna do this. If that comes like that, a ball comes like that. Okay, so they know that disappointments are the ultimate opportunities to learn. They don't get swayed, they don't get what you call despaired because there has been a so-called failure or a disappointment. Okay, and they will improve, they will work towards improving that. Okay, then another quality which is very very interesting quality of these people, or this habit, I would say it's not a quality, I would say habit. It's a habit that they live their lives with. Okay, and this is coming back to your original question as well, the one that you asked earlier about emotions. One habit they have, from a quality they develop into a habit, is that they know how to master their emotions, especially negative emotions. May it be anger, rage, uh, low self esteem. Because of that, they have an emotion, dullness. Okay, so they, it is not that the emotion, they don't know the emotion, they know the emotion, they respect the emotion, but the ability to master the emotion means they know now that what response can get them a better result if that emotion arises. So they know their responses they should be taking. Okay, and the last habit, that again is a habit, is an amazing habit. I believe we all need to have that habit in our lives also. It is called hope. They focus on hope rather than despair. They hope for the best, then they get the best. They don't hope for the worst to happen. Okay? Calamities happen, but optimism makes it, makes you come out of it, and pessimism makes you fall down the ditch. So they are optimist people, they are not pessimists. Okay, so these are the seven main habits, and I'm calling it habits of highly successful leaders, players, mentally tough people, resilient people. Okay, so this is what.